Janitors, what's the most chaotic mess you've ever seen? I was finishing up the science wing around 3 p.m. when I heard this weird rumbling sound coming from Lab 3. At first, I thought it was just the old heating system acting up again, but then I heard kids shouting and what sounded like glass breaking. I grabbed my cleaning cart and headed over to investigate. When I opened the door, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The entire classroom was covered in this thick green slime that was still bubbling and expanding. It was dripping from the desks, oozing down the walls, and slowly creeping across the floor toward my shoes. In the middle of it all was this kid, Tommy, standing there with safety goggles on, and his mouth wide open in shock. Apparently, he'd been trying to impress his lab partner by mixing way too much of some chemical reaction for their volcano project. Instead of a small demonstration, he'd accidentally created what looked like the blob from a horror movie. The slime was everywhere, coating the whiteboard, dripping from the ceiling tiles, and somehow it had even gotten inside the fish tank. The smell was horrible, like rotten eggs mixed with burnt rubber. I had to prop the door open and get 3 industrial fans just to make the room breathable. It took me 4 hours to scrape all that gunk off every surface. I went through 2 entire bottles of degreaser and had to throw away my favorite mop because the slime had basically fused to it. The worst part? 2 weeks later, I'm cleaning the same lab and I hear that familiar bubbling sound again. Same kid, same experiment, same result. That's when I knew Tommy was going to be the reason I'd need therapy.